Live from the MultiGP headquarters, this is MultiGP News.
This week on MultiGP News, yet another chapter is born, this one out of northern Russia. Full details on the first ever MultiGP race.
Plus, a new charger hitting the FPV market, and this one only requires a cell phone USB to power it up.
Also, Ready Made RC hosting the first FPV Fest at AMA headquarters in Muncie, Indiana. MultiGP News has a full breakdown of the event. What's up, everyone? I'm Chris Thomas.
And I'm Frank Real Life Mayday. All this and much more coming up.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get started with our top stories in this week's Morning Quad. Last weekend, our friends at Ready Made RC hosted the first ever FPV Fest at the AMA headquarters in Muncie, Indiana. The event was in support of the AMA's Foundations program. Almost 40 pilots attended and participated in fixed frequency assignment fun flight times, featuring quads, wings, and even some 3D helis taking to the skies over the 2.5-day event. The large flying field was staged on the exact same spot that will feature wing racing at the Riot International Open by MultiGP this August. And of course, there was racing. A standard double elimination bracket of 16 was featured after the 9 rounds of qualifying, and the final podium featured in third, Adam Hype PV Kobitz, in second, Caleb Cato Schneider, and Don the Don Honecker, the Don is what we call him, took the top spot after battling his way out of the consolation bracket. Of course, there was freestyle with one of the first ever competition freestyle runs with a Connex Falcor, among other custom quads. At the end, Hype PV would double down on prizes, finishing as the freestyle champion and hitting both podiums. Saturday night, pilots flew UTT-4 high voltage using LED line gates. Giyun Hayan, I guess that's how you say his name, was the fastest on the track, while Mr. Noise Ryan Hart put down the fastest lap on UTT-4 with a Connex Falcor in the 14s. Also, throughout the weekend, participants in Camp AMA, a program working with high school students and teaching them how to build, test, tune, and fly RC and FPV racing drones. The Camp AMA students put down some great laps, some faster than the weekend's track racers. Suprafly FPV won the demo race. With over 1,200 acres of flying fields, the AMA headquarters is a spectacular venue for hosting FPV races. Many of the pilots there from Indiana, Ohio, and Michigan, most prominently in the 3B region, are all excited to return this August for the Riot International Open by MultiGP, featuring 8 tracks with team racing, World Cup racing, battle competitions, and of course freestyle, hosted by the stars of Rotor Riot along with MultiGP.
And the first ever MultiGP race kicking off in St. Petersburg, Russia over the weekend. 21 pilots battled it out for their chance to claim the winning title for the first MultiGP race in the country. The Copter Pilot chapter organizing the race with nearly 30 spectators watching the entire event. The track testing the pilot's speed and agility, equipped with a gate tunnel, a split S, 5 flags, 9 gates, and a 2-minute time limit for each heat. The event sponsored by Hobby Battery and RC Tools, 2 popular hobby stores in Russia. The top 3 spots going to Ilya HYX FPV, Tashikin for third, Dmitry Storks Cherozov, and for second, Ivan Limon Imyov FPV, taking the #1 spot in the race. Sorry, Russia, about destroying those names, but we welcome you to the MultiGP family, and we hope you had a great race.
All right, pilots, you should be really excited. The TBS Tiny Whoop microcharger is officially here. The device is said to be a game changer in the world of charging. The small charger can be powered by using a micro USB cell phone charger or a battery. The device can juice up to 6 one-cell micro batteries. No need to wait to charge multiple batteries one at a time. Just plug it in and let the charging begin. The microcharger also has a power whoop connector and a micro JST connector to fit all your tiny whoop needs. One of the best features of this product is that it can be powered in 3 different ways. If you're in the field and you have a micro USB cell phone charger, you can use that to power this, or you can juice it with up to a 3 to 6S battery, or even a DC power adapter can be used to power it up. The TBS Tiny Whoop microcharger runs for only $19.95. There's still plenty of stock in stock, so log in onto tinywhoop.com today and snag one. I'm excited. I have the Strix charger myself, And the TBS charger will also do the high voltage, which the Strix will not.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot more tiny whoops flying around for much longer. And an epic points race going down in Sumter, South Carolina earlier this month. Chapter organizer Matthew Tickle from MidCarolina FPV in Region 2A coordinating the cross points race that ultimately helped them to reach their Tier 2 status. 18 pilots battled it out on the track while spectators watched. After a long day of shredding the course, 3 pilots made it to the top 3 spots. Rich Spangler coming in 3rd, Ricardo Champino Samuel coming in 2nd, and Brad dropping a deuce Williams taking down the #1 spot in the race. Pro FPV pilot Phil Freybot also showing up to the event to race after a few chapter members invited him to go. The race also making the local newspaper in Sumter, giving the sport the recognition it deserves. Now, MidCarolina FPV is planning 3 more races within the next 150 days, so they can reach their goal of becoming a Tier 1 chapter. Congratulations to you guys, and we can't wait to see you hit that Tier 1 milestone.
Yeah, you know, most of the time I hear people say Phil Freybot is a very attractive pilot. He's real handsome. I hear that all the time, which is weird. It's usually guys saying it. And our quick clarification to a story we aired last week. We announced that one of our photographers for the Region 3C, Lisa Zoldak, finished 3rd place in the quad racing group of Ohio's annual Flight Bash. But in fact, she took 3rd in a Buddy RC event that the quad racing group of Ohio and the Buckeye FPV group helped to run. So we want to make that correction because we want to make sure they get credit for their event, so they'll do more events. And coming up tomorrow, a handful of qualifiers wrapping up in several regions last weekend. Find out the top pilots who earned their way to the finals, plus a full recap of the race.
Then we'll meet a 16-year-old pilot who has the skills, experience, and discipline in FPV that's sure to knock your goggles off.
Also, it's a city best known for their steaming hot bowls of clam chowder, distinct accents, and it's also the home of our featured chapter of the week. That's all the time we have for this episode of MultiGP News. Remember, if you have a story you'd like to share in an upcoming episode, email us at news@multigp.com. And don't forget to check out tomorrow's show on our MultiGP YouTube channel.
Also, we're aiming to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so remember to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to click that little bell icon so you never miss an update from us. Thanks for watching. I'm Frank Maynard.
And I'm Chris Thomas. Thanks for joining us.
If you like this video, press the like button below, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in being showcased in the next episode of MultiGP News, please contact us at news@multigp.com.